Listen, if you're ignoring what's happening with privacy coins right now, you are putting yourself on the wrong side of a massive capital shift that's about to happen right here in the US. While most people were running scared, a small group of insiders saw a huge regulatory change coming. By the end of this, you're going to understand exactly how they knew and what it all means for what's coming next.
You know, for years, we all heard the same story, right? The official line was clear. Privacy is for criminals. We saw developers getting arrested, code getting sanctioned. They were building this financial surveillance state, piece by piece. So while the rest of the market was zigging in fear, the smart money was already zagging, making a calculated bet, because they knew the entire landscape was about to flip.
So let's talk numbers. 900%. That's not a typo. That's the gain Zcash, or ZEC, saw, rocketing from about $70 to over $740 in just a matter of weeks. Do you really think that was a random pump? No way. This was a targeted move. So the real question isn't what happened, it's how in the world did a small group of people know to get in before everyone else?
All right, let's get into the data, because this is where the story gets really interesting. This wasn't some random rally driven by everyday folks like you and me. You can see it right here. The wallets holding small amounts, under $1,000, basically flat, nothing going on. But look at this other bar. The wallets holding over $1 million, they went completely vertical. I mean, straight up. This wasn't a guess, people. This was a calculated move. This was institutional front-running, plain and simple.
So what was the trigger? What was the big signal that these insiders saw? Well, it all boiled down to a single speech. On December 15th, the new SEC chair, Paul Atkins, got up and completely changed the game. And he didn't just, suggest a few changes. He went all in. He called the old system a financial Panopticon, basically a digital prison, a danger to American liberty. That was the green light.
You have to understand just how massive this shift really is. It's a total 180. Think about it. We went from the Gensler era, where the government basically treated every wallet as a suspect and saw privacy as a weapon, to the new Atkins era, where suddenly liberty is the priority, privacy is a fundamental right, and mass surveillance needs to end. The war on privacy in the US, it's over.
But here's the secret sauce, the part that insiders got that most people missed. Wall Street doesn't want dark web privacy. They're not trying to hide from the government. They want to hide from their competitors. This created a need for something totally new, what we're calling compliant privacy. The power to keep their trading strategies secret from the public, but still be able to prove everything to the regulators.
And this is the genius tech that makes it all work. Zcash has this incredible feature called viewing keys. So imagine BlackRock makes a huge trade on-chain. It's totally shielded, completely invisible to us, to their competitors, to everyone. But then, they can generate a special viewing key and hand it only to the SEC. This lets the regulators see everything they need to see for compliance. It's the absolute holy grail. You get privacy from the market, but full transparency for the regulator.
Now, this huge pivot in the US isn't happening in isolation, and this is where the opportunity for you, especially if you're in America, gets really big. While the US is rolling out the red carpet for compliant privacy, the European Union is slamming the door shut. Their new MiCA regulations are on track to ban privacy coins by 2027. We are literally watching the great divergence happen in real time. It's a massive split in the global financial world.
So, what does this mean for you? Look, it's simple. Capital always flows where it's treated best. Always. We're already seeing a huge wave of capital starting to flee Europe and Asia, and it's all looking for a safe place to land. And right now, that safe place is the United States. If you are watching this from the US, you are in the perfect position to take advantage of a once-in-a-generation opportunity.
Look, you cannot afford to sleep on these changes. The game is changing faster than ever before. Here at Crypto Global News, our only job is to break down these signals for you. So if you're getting any value out of this, don't just sit there. I need you to smash that like button, subscribe to the channel right now, and absolutely obliterate that notification bell. You need this information first.
And listen, if you want this intel even faster, before we can even put an explainer like this together, you have to be in our private Telegram. That's where we drop the raw, uncensored analysis first. Take out your phone right now, scan the QR code you see on the screen, or just hit the link in the description below. Get in there.
So the insiders played this privacy pivot absolutely perfectly. But here's the thing, smart money never stops moving. They've already taken their profits, and they are already loading up on their next target. We've been tracking the wallet movements, and we know exactly which sector they're piling into. If you want to know what it is, click on the explainer that just popped up on your screen right now.
Stay ahead in the crypto market. Subscribe now for the latest global news and updates.